Hello and welcome to this mini masterclass on how to beat imposter syndrome and to maintain our mental health. And as we know, in this modern society, if you don't take time to manage your mental health, you can have some serious repercussions for you and your family and the people around you. We know that. So let's get stuck in on how to beat imposter syndrome. And if you're excited to learn about this, don't forget to click the like button. I appreciate it. And firstly, congratulations. Why do I say congratulations? Because you, my darling, are part of an elite group. Okay, if you are a critical thinker, an analytical thinker, and a highly emotionally intelligent person, and a sensitive person, creative, talented, innovative, I know you are, because those are the only people that get imposter syndrome, and we'll get to that in a minute. So firstly, like I say, you're part of an elite group. Think back, the Renaissance, right? Coming out of the Dark Ages, that all happened because people were able to think critically and go beyond what had come before, okay? So you're part of that elite group if you strive for excellence. So I want you to firstly, you're not used to actually acknowledging your own brilliance and your own hard work, but I want you to pat yourself on the back and say to yourself, I've worked hard, I've practiced when other people went to the pub, I've put myself out, I've worked hard, I've worked long hours to get as good as I am. So really, truly, you must grasp this. We know that the mental health battle, we know it's real, right? And why am I motivated to talk about this and talk about the seriousness of why we need to get a handle on imposter syndrome is not only did my uncle take his own life because he couldn't go on, recently, in fact, a matter of days ago, a dancing friend, again, another male, we know society is obviously more prevalent in males. Again, it can be harder for them to communicate and harder for them to admit weakness and, less kind of permissible, if you will, for them to show weakness. And one of the things that I think is amazing about modern society now and social media sharing platforms is that there are more and more places where you can go to actually share. So if you're struggling with those kind of thoughts, if you ever feel like your family would be better off if you weren't here, or any thoughts around that nature, we're going to post some resources in the video below and things that you can check out and connect with other people. And also at the end, as well as a bonus and a thank you for you watching to the end, I will also have a bonus offer for you so that we can help you with that as well. People who think critically, think analytically, are massively creative and innovative. We need you. Society needs you. Your family needs you to survive, to thrive, to share your gifts, to share your ideas, to play your music to more people, right? To share your ideas with more people that pursue excellence. We absolutely need you, and we need you to be more vocal, right? It's an absolute must now to manage our mental health, to manage our energy, to manage what we look at, what we consume, how we spend our spare time. It's so important that we really get a grip on our mind, on our consciousness, and we really look after ourselves in every way possible. It's a non-negotiable anymore. So I want you to start to get to grips with, we can be striving for perfection, and we can also allow ourselves to be imperfect. Okay, we can strive for perfection, and we can and we should, and that's great, yeah, but we can also allow ourselves to be imperfect, because if you manage your mental health and you manage your mind, it's going to improve your parenting, it's going to improve your love life, it's going to improve your bank balance, right? So many things will improve if we manage ourselves really well. So let's get back to the hub of imposter syndrome. Now, it's a blessing, because if you have those striving and analytical thoughts and critical thoughts, it means that, as I say, you really have a contribution to make on this earth, that we are incredibly well equipped to solve problems that other people can't solve. It means we're incredibly well equipped to make art, great works of art. It means that we're able to bequeath that and leave that not only to our family and our community, but we can bequeath it for the generations to come if we allow ourselves to really go in and really perform at our best, and we allow ourselves to accept that our best is good enough, and we put it out into the world, and we let the world enjoy it. Remember, it's those 1,000 true fans, right? It's not about everybody loving you. It's about enough people getting access to what you do. And that's how you really make a living. It's how you make a life. It's how you make a lasting legacy, right? Enough people need to know how great some of your work is. And it doesn't matter if all of your work isn't phenomenal, but you really want to, we've got to get over ourselves a little bit and allow the blessing of the fact that we're hardworking and talented, and we have made music, and we have written a great book, or we've done something that could help someone, right? We're really, really duty bound that we can share our unique gifts. So it really, really is. I promise you, it's a blessing that you strive so hard. And I really encourage you, please, please, please do share your work and do allow people to appreciate it. Don't rob your family, your community, and the people around you of the amazing unique gifts and contribution that you can make. Okay, so it's a curse because what can happen is when we're constantly striving to do better. And it's funny, I have a conversation with myself regularly. I know I'm a confidence coach, and I help people get over their mental health hurdles, and I help them, embrace their own confidence and get confident, particularly on camera, but off it as well. And, it's really funny because when I'm driving, can be pretty critical of my own driving. Okay, so that's where one of my little voices in my head comes across, and and I'll constantly be like, with my parking, or did I pull out of a junction fast enough, or it's am I the perfect parker, right? Inside joke for those who know what that means. What happens is when we don't use our ability to strive for excellence, if we don't purpose it, if we don't use it purposefully in the right way, it starts to micromanage our every single move, and it drags us down. It belittles us, it berates us, and it besieges us, right? If we're constantly noticing every tiny little thing that's wrong, okay, that is amazing when we're working on a great piece of art. It's amazing when we're creating an album, right? It's amazing when we're creating an app, right? We don't want bugs all over it, right? Bugs all in it. So it's amazing when we're working and when we're striving for that. But the problem with listening to that striving for excellence voice all the time is that it will constantly find something wrong. It will constantly tell you you're not good enough. And yes, this is starting to hurt, but that's what happens when our mind is telling us negative things all the time. It's that voice, and if you just said which voice, that voice, right? It's the voice that just constantly gets on you, right? What can we do instead? Okay, so this is the crux. This is the real juice. Now, what I want you to do is imagine you're striving for excellence. Imagine that striving is this is a big orb. It's an orb of light. It's like bigger than a crystal ball. It's a sphere. It's brilliant white light, brilliant shining light, and it's literal brilliance, right? And it knows, it's all-knowing, it's incredibly powerful, and it really knows how to zero in that 1% that makes the difference, okay? So it's immensely valuable. So I want you to start honoring the thoughts around striving for excellence, and I want you to put all the amazing thoughts that help you play better, help you innovate better, help you come up with better words, better strategies, better music, right? I want you to put all those things into this orb, okay? And it really helps you to have laser focus and be really brilliant at what you do, okay? So I want you to put it into this orb, and anytime you're working, I want you to get the orb out. And I want you to use the orb, literally imagine it's this ball of light now, use it and point it towards the project, so you make sure that the project is the absolute best that it can be, okay? Then when you're not doing the project anymore, right? When you finish with the project, when you finish working on the app, when you finish coding for the night, when you finish practicing for the night, or when you finish performing for the day, and you want to wind down, let's take the orb and let's put it into a really ornate velvet lined box and close the lid. Okay? And then you can put it away until the next time that you need it. Actually have to strive for absolute perfection every single minute of every single day with every single thing we do, right? As I say, because the consequence of that is you're going to drive yourself crazy. Is striving for brilliance and the striving for perfection, it's got a little bit confused over the way, and it's channeled away from actually achieving, and it's being channeled, as I say, into a negative in your mind. And so it's hugely important to consciously pick up the orb when you need it and pop the orb back in its place, back in its box whenever you don't need it. Like I said, close the lid. Now, and if you ever find that the orb's popped up, okay, and you don't need it, you can have a conversation, have a chat with the orb and say, hey orb, thank you so much for showing up, but right now, absolute perfection is not what I need. Right now, I need some, I need some calm time, or I need some free time, or I want to spend some time with my kids, or I need to just be with my partner, or I want to wind down, or what have you, right? Or now I'm recharging, okay? So I'm not striving for perfection right now. I'm recharging so that I can really work with you, orb, later on. Let me know in the comments what you think of this orb idea. I literally came up with it this morning. As an improv artiste, that's sometimes how I roll. Let me know if that was useful for you, okay? If this video has made sense and you'd like to delve into more detail, we can get on a quick call and we can actually put together a really simple toolkit for you so that you can, when you're having these thoughts and when you're having these issues day-to-day basis, it's going to give you instant ways that you can manage it. It's your own toolkit, it's your own blueprint. And at the end of that call, you'll have that in your hands and you'll be able to go about your business and use it. And of course, if you wanted to work with me on a more one-to-one level and we think will be a good fit, then we can arrange that too, okay? But it's a free, no obligation call. We'll get the toolkit ready for you. The link should be somewhere, but it's also www.calendly, like calendar, but calendly.com/Velody. Let's just have a quick recap. Celebrate that you are not a job's worth. Celebrate and honor yourself, that you're unique enough, that you don't phone it in, and that you're not a computer says no, and that you are in an elite group of gifted people with access to amazing resources. Go you. And second, it's a blessing. It's what allows you to innovate. It's what allows you to do the amazing work you've done, and really honor yourself that you have those unique gifts, and that it's your duty to go out and share those gifts with society, whoever you choose to share it with, but make sure you share it, okay? Third, it is a little bit of a curse. We've got to manage it. There is a flip side to everything. There's yin and yang all the way in the world. So we have to manage the curse and understand that this is just something that this is the cost of the brilliance. Get that orb flowing, right? So let's use the orb. My videos, you wouldn't have watched this to where we are right now if you weren't a gifted, talented, creative, wonderful person who is striving for excellence. Bravo for watching to the end. Don't forget to click an appointment with me somewhere. Oh, and hilarious, there we go. How much fun was that? My necklace just magically came off. Just take it off. If you're struggling or you know somebody struggling, please share this video with love. And like I say, check out the information links below. And I look forward to having a heart-to-heart with you and seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much. Please keep sharing your unique gifts, and please keep innovating and working and honoring yourself so that we can bring humankind forward together.